Knicks postgame is presented by Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. R.J. Barrett tonight in Cleveland, 15 points. Knicks after 3 up by 9. But in the fourth quarter, Cleveland hit 8 threes. Donovan Mitchell for the game, 38 points, 8 threes by himself. The veteran Kevin Love, 16 points in the fourth quarter alone. 5 threes in the fourth quarter alone. 8 threes for the game. Man, Cleveland wins it 121 to 108. Great to have you with us from our Delta Embassy Studios. Bill Pito, Alan Hahn, and Wally Zerbiak. Guys, as a team, Cleveland made 23 threes. They came into this game for the year averaging 10 threes made a night.
They took
limited sample size, but boy, did they were on fire.
They took 50. Think about that part of it. But here's what happens when you get a star. This is what a star does. He lifts everybody around him. He overcomes when you're losing at home. It doesn't matter. The play of the game. 9:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Gets the ball, drives into the paint. Obi Toppin thinks he's got him closed. Spin dribble, dunks on the entire team. The whole building explodes. They're still down 6 at that point, but it didn't matter at that point. You just felt like this is going to turn, and it certainly did. Kevin Love felt off at the veteran. He always kills the Knicks. But it goes back to, again, this is why you have to give up things to get a star. This is why it costs a lot to get a star, because he wins you games like this.
He was outstanding. I mean, watching him really dissecting his game. We got to see him every once in a while in Utah, but you don't get to really get immersed in what he does. With Garland out of the lineup, I mean, he did absolutely everything.
12 assists? Yeah.
Absolutely everything. The amount of attention that he attracts out there on the floor, going with his 30-plus points, he gets wide-open shots for guys. Honestly, wide-open looks for Dean Wade.
12 assists?
He had 12 assists. He knows how to make the right play. He's just really grown as a player, and he continues to get better. The thing the Knicks have to do, though, when a team gets hot like that, when a guy gets hot like that, like Kevin Love, you got to treat him like, you know, any great shooter. You don't leave him at all. You got to adjust your defensive rotations. As a player, you got to, you know, Brunson, Randall got to go over to Obi Toppin and be like, Obi, just don't leave him, okay? Let's make someone else
turn off
beat
the
us.
water, you always say.
Let's make someone else beat us. Like, Kevin Love isn't going one-on-one here. He is getting shots off breakdowns in the Knicks defense.
Catch and shoot.
Right. So you don't leave a guy like that, especially once he's gotten that hot.
He's not even putting the ball on the floor to get those shots.
Zero dribble, catch and shoot.
No.
So it's all because you're
I mean, they ran a
helping
few
inside.
screens for him, which helped him get open. And those were some plays that kind of, you know, Knicks probably weren't ready for because they don't run a lot of those plays. He's just normally spacing the floor, catch and shoot, getting those buckets. But once he started going, I mean, this is a 5-time All-Star.
Yeah.
This is a guy that can really play. He's a max player. Like, this guy can really play. And you got to know when he gets it going, you cannot leave him.
And historically, he has killed the Knicks. He averaged 20 a game in his career against the Knicks. Like, he has had career games. He had a 30-30 game against the Knicks a bunch of years ago. Like, this is, you know, there's history there, of course. The Knicks bench played well in this game, but Kevin Love had 29 points off the bench, and so they were able to sustain a good job by the Knicks bench scoring-wise. But also, we could say all this stuff. The Knicks were in this game and leading this game despite the fact that they were shooting out of their minds from three.
They were in control of it in the fourth quarter.
Donovan Mitchell was having an unbelievable game and Kevin Love was making threes. You had 93 points after 3 quarters. You have 15 points in the fourth quarter. That's on the Knicks side of things, that's the problem. We looked at the Cavs. You have a star. Stars make plays at home. But the problem was 15 points in the fourth quarter. What happened to the offense?
And this, guys, Wally, is after the Knicks outscored Cleveland in the third quarter, 34-22.
I know.
And that's how they were up by 9 after 3.
I know, and their energy was outstanding. You know, they fought back at halftime. They were only down 3, and then in that third quarter,
Jalen Brunson really got it going after a rough first half, right, Wall? And he just started making plays and making shots.
you could see Jalen Brunson said, I got to get aggressive.
Yep.
I got to start making things happen. I got to put Donovan Mitchell on his heels like we talked about, you know, in the pregame. Make him defend. And then the bench came in. They continued to play great basketball. And the NBA is a momentum game. When you get stops, you can just run the ball straight down your opponent's throat. I mean, you see a lot of these possessions are, you know, the Knicks are playing downhill, and the Cavs are retreating, and the Cavs are on their heels. And Fournier's knocking down threes in the corner, and Brunson's just attacking and putting that defense like this, like they're, whoa, what's coming at me next? The problem is then you shift in momentum into the fourth quarter, and that Cavs building, I played in there, those fans are awesome. They are awesome. When that building gets going, whew, it is a big-time adrenaline rush, and Donovan Mitchell is treating those fans as something special.
Loudville, right?
Loud.
What they call
that
it,
building
Loudville,
is Loudville. Right? They got the guy on the mic, like freaking, just like getting all the fans going, riling them up, and it gets crazy there.
Yeah, and 28 fast break points for the Knicks is the positive. But when you get to the fourth quarter, you're not going to be able to run as much.
No.
It's a half-court game. It's a grind. You've got to be able to execute.
Yeah, 28 fast break points for the Knicks is way more than they averaged last year. Averaged only 10 fast break points per game last year. But the big story, despite the Knicks doing well in terms of pace for the first three quarters, that fourth quarter, Wally, Knicks outscored. You mentioned the Knicks only scored 15. Cleveland scored 37.
Incredible execution. I mean, the execution was just flawless, and it's all Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he can get whatever shot he wants. I mean, this is just, you can't.
That foul right there.
It's a miscommunication between Barrett and Randall. You have to have, what you want to do with Kevin Love to not give him any airspace. There's Mobley getting free underneath. And Donovan Mitchell, this is just, it's tough when you're switching like that and you're asking Julius Randle to guard a dynamic guard on the perimeter. He's going to get a good shot at the basket every single time. There he breaks down the defense again. Tom Thibodeau doesn't like when opposing guards touch his paint. And they're living in the paint all day long. I mean, paint points, kicking out to threes, spraying it out all over the place. There's Kevin Love. Lost him again. I mean, you just can't lose those guys once they get that hot. I mean, the execution was outstanding. And I thought the Knicks in the fourth quarter, they pressed a little bit. They started to go a little bit one-on-one. And I think they started to play a little selfishly. I don't think they used the offense to get good looks. It was almost like hero ball. It was like, all right, I'm going to get us back in the game. I'm going to do it all by myself. I'm going to go 1-on-3. Not going to work like that. This Knicks team in the fourth quarter, they have to help each other, they have to trust the offense, and they have to execute the plays to make each other better individually.
It started with the bench. Cam Reddish had a couple of offensive plays where it was right away. They were tough. They're just tough shots, and those are negative momentum. We talk about the Cavs making all these threes. It was three guys. It was Mitchell.
Right.
It was Kevin Love and Dean Wade was 6 of 8. So you had two guys hit 8 threes, and one guy hit 6 threes. It was 3 guys you had to stop shooting threes.
My career high in threes was 6 in a game, and they had two guys blow.
That's 22 of the 23, right?
That's what I'm saying. So it's really, when you say like they couldn't stop anyone, they couldn't stop. There's 3 guys you had to stay on and take them out of the game.
And it was Wade in the first quarter, not really late.
Wade was 3 for 3 in the first quarter. And then he hit a couple late in the fourth quarter.
In the quarter, yeah. But also, like Karis LeVert had a 41-point game in the previous game. He had 1 point. He didn't do anything in this game, but it didn't matter. 3 guys beat you, 1 star and 1 former star in Kevin Love, who just seems to feast on the Knicks every time he plays them.
All right, so you put it all together. The Knicks lose at Milwaukee, lose tonight. They're now 3-3. When we come back, the guys will be at the Wally Wall. We will also hear from Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau as Cleveland tonight beats the Knicks 121-108.
The Knicks postgame show is presented by Audi. Visit your tri-state area Audi dealer today.
Knicks are back home to take on Atlanta Wednesday. Pre-game at 7, game at 7:30. You can also stream our coverage on MSG Go. Cleveland beats the Knicks tonight 121-108, outscoring the Knicks in the fourth quarter 37-15. Tom Thibodeau's post-game comments presented by Chase.
Coach, you're up 9 in this one, and then 3 made threes by Love, and then that 4-point play, and things started going in the other direction. Defensively in that stretch, what weren't you getting that you were getting in that third quarter?
Yeah, Mitchell and Love, was a problem, and obviously Mitchell's going to command a lot of attention, and he did, and then we didn't close as hard as we needed to, Tim. But I want to look at the film.
What do you make of a game like tonight where in the third quarter you outscore this team 34-22, but then it completely shifts in the fourth? You get outscored 37-15.
Yeah, you got to play for 48 minutes, no lead, safe. So I thought we played really well for 3 quarters, and obviously we have to do better in the fourth. We have to understand the difference of the first 3 quarters in the fourth quarter. And but I thought we did a lot of good things early on, and we just have to carry it out throughout the game.
Mitch got into foul trouble tonight. You got a lot of minutes out of Hartenstein. What can you say about the effort that he's giving you?
Yeah, he's been terrific. We knew he would be. Gives you rim protection. He can shoot. He can pass. So he's. I thought our bench played really well, particularly in the first half. Sort of got us going, and then obviously we didn't play well down the stretch.
Tom, just overall your 3-point defense gave up 22 tonight. What do you think is missing right now?
You just got to close. It's the ball, the paint, react out. We're seeing a lot of teams doing that. I think Mitchell 13 threes. The ones off the dribble, those are tougher, but he shoots them well. And then Love, that's been his strength for a long time. Wade, they got 50 up, so and that's the challenge. You got to do more than one thing. You got to compete. You got to be into the ball, right? You got to be up to touch on the screen. You got to drop with the roller. I like the way we competed the first 3 quarters. I thought we did a lot of good things, but we have to understand the intensity of the fourth quarter, and we have to do better, and we will.
Is Donovan tough, particularly tough because of his ability to explode to the rim, and if you play back at all, he's
Both,
13.
yeah. It's his ability to. He's got great quickness. He's shifty with the ball. He takes the right shots. He's at the rim, shooting the 3. And then he puts. If you trap him, he's unselfish. He's gonna make the right play. He could hurt you with the pass. He just plays the game the right way.
Tom, did you feel like your intensity, like you mentioned, we have to understand the fourth quarter is different from the first 3. Do you feel like you guys didn't match their intensity in that?
No, I wouldn't say that, but just to understand, like, it's different. We're not, everything you do is going to be, the intensity in general is heightened by both teams. So you have to own your space. You have to catch everything. It's got to be tight and sound. And, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. It's like, okay, we can't get back on our heels. If they get it, we got to own our space. We got to attack the rim. We got to get them back on their heels. Those are, that's the way the fourth quarter is. We're on the road. We're not going to get calls. We can't expect, to be bailed out if there's going to be a lot of contact. That's the reality of the fourth quarter.
The first few, I think it was the first 5 or 6 possessions, you had 3 turnovers, and I think 5 of the first 6 were empty possessions. How big of a turn do you think that first few minutes were of that quarter?
Well, it gave them life. We had a 9-point lead. So, and again, I want to look at the film to, see exactly what did happen.
Have you always said you can win or learn 2 games here on the road against real good teams? Is this kind of an early lesson for the guys?
Yeah, I know, and it's good. It reveals exactly where we are and what we have to do. And so, the thing is I thought we played well in the Milwaukee game. We played very well in the first half. After I watched the film, I thought we did a great job there. And they're playing great basketball, and this team's playing great basketball. So it shows us what we're capable of. We just have to do it with more consistency and for longer. And so I think if we do that, we'll be fine.
Thoughts from Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau after a loss again, another good test on the road where they play pretty well.
They do.
But just not enough to win the game. But he said, we'll learn from this and we'll get better.
Yeah, no, they have to, and it's not going to be easy. Going into other opposing teams' buildings, teams have been building, solid, rock-solid rosters for a lot of years. This Cleveland Cavalier roster is young, and they have depth, and they're very, very good, and that's a tough building to win in. But the Knicks were right there with the lead in the fourth quarter. That's a good sign.
A team you certainly will be dealing with for the next couple of years. But still, positive things to take out of the game is exactly what Coach said. We'll find a couple for you. The first one, R.J. Barrett. It was a stat of the night.
Yeah.
Started off the season not shooting well from 3. Tom Thibodeau said, I believe in him. Keep letting it fly. And he did. He made 3 in this game. We're going to show one of them.
Yeah, and it was a good one to get going. It's early on in the game. Knicks off a stop. There's R.J. Barrett running in the corner. Now freeze it there. Brunson sees his boy, R.J. Barrett, swing into the corner. Notice the defense isn't set. There's no one around here. He's going to be wide open. And threes in transition like this are the easiest threes to make. I mean, obviously it's wide open, but when you're not looking at a set defense in the half-court set with all the defenders down low, this is just a rhythm where you just run to the corner, catch, shoot, and he knocks down that three. That's a great sign for him knocking down those shots, and he was 4 for 28 coming into this game.
Right.
Hit 3 threes in this one, so he's going to start hopefully continuing to trend in the right direction, knocking down shots.
3 of 4 from downtown for R.J. Barrett in this game for 15 points on the game. And we saw ball movement as well. The offense got to 108 points. There were a lot of nice little plays, including one we've never seen before. We normally see lobs to Mitchell Robinson. How about this one to Julius Randle?
Well, this has got to be, again, the go-to play, and this is when the Knicks were making their run. They were running a lot of pick and roll with Randle and Brunson. Now, Brunson does a good job, freeze it there. Randle, great screen. That allows Brunson to turn the corner and engage the big man here defensively. And Randle rolls hard. By Randle setting a good screen, he allowed Brunson to turn the corner. Look at how hard Randle rolls. There's Jarrett Allen trying to just play in space. You're trying to just drop and hedge and just hold the fort. But Jalen Brunson does a great job of seeing that Randle has that lane to the basket. Donovan Mitchell not cheating in because he doesn't want to leave Evan Fournier. That's a nice little alley-oop there. That had to happen more in the fourth quarter. I didn't see that pick and roll in the fourth quarter. I saw more one-on-one in the fourth quarter, whereas they were running a lot of pick and roll between Randle and Brunson, which is what got him the lead in the third.
Yeah, well, 7 assists for Brunson, 26 assists for the Knicks in this game. Once again, the ball movement was there for most of it. Just when they got to the fourth quarter, everything shut down for the Knicks. Bill, what do we got coming up on the 150?
All right, here's what we got. We got Boston in action against the Wizards and much more as we continue after this. Rangers right now at Arizona, scoreless after 1 on MSGSN. We will join that game in progress after the postgame show right here on MSG. Back now from the corner 3, presented by Michelob Ultra. A reminder to enjoy every bucket. And never has it been more appropriate to do a segment from the corner 3 when you look at what happened in this game.
Whap.
Knicks made 10, but Cleveland made 23. That's a 39-point differential on the plus side for Cleveland.
The better perspective is they made 23. The Knicks took 27. Like that's and Tom Thibodeau has been begging his team to shoot more threes, but they just aren't getting them in their offense, and they are giving up a lot of threes.
They are.
Packing in the paint, taking away the paint.
They're giving up dribble penetration. That's the problem.
Well, that's right. You got to help.
When Donovan Mitchell can get in the paint whenever he wants, the defenses are trained to suck in and protect the paint. And then the kickouts. Here it is.
Running out. Yeah.
Kickouts. Your scramble mode. You're running out at defenders. I mean, that's a tough shot. You shake his hand and you say, you're going to make a 27-footer off a step back? Sure. But there's another one. Catch and shoot. Just square to the basket. You know, that's a tough one there. Obviously, that's the 4-point play that really helped the Cavs get back into this game. But the problem is, I've said this all along, when you let a guy start to feel it, it's over. I mean, these guys are too good. You have to have more resistance from then getting their first one to fall. Because once
what do you do? What do you do? Like you're seeing a lot of running out. You're seeing
when Kevin Love hits his first 3 off the bench. Right. You have to be like, okay, wait a second.
So
I cannot lose him again. Because if I lose him, then he's going to have 2. Then he's going to start making tough ones. Then he's going to start raining 8 threes on us in a game. You have to have that mindset as a player when you're going in the game. You have to know your scouting report. You have to know your matchup. And you have to be like, okay, Kevin Love can get hot. So when he makes that first one, you don't give him any other daylight. You have to shut the water off immediately.
Because the crowd gets into it, the momentum. And do you guys think that impacted, Alan, what happened to the Knicks on offense in the fourth?
The frustration? I think
definitely.
And I think that's what Tom Thibodeau was referencing, too. The frustration kind of crept in on this team. And I think that's literally what you saw. It affected them on offense, and they were trying to get all these points back.
Yes. That's exactly what happens. I mean, and you have to be poised on the road. You have to just understand and not let that momentum and the crowd start influencing the way you execute on your offensive end of the floor. That's what the Knicks have to learn.
Obi Toppin had a pretty decent game, especially in the first half, had 9 points. We'll get his post-game reaction when we come back after this. Coming up after the postgame, we will join the Rangers at Arizona in progress. Knicks go down to Cleveland 121-108. Here's Obi Toppin after the game with Rebecca Harlow.
Obi, when you take a look at the third quarter, you held the Cavs at 22 points, and then they come back in the fourth and score 37. Where was the lapse defensively in that fourth quarter?
I feel like fourth quarter we didn't come out with the energy we needed to with the second group, but we just got to learn from it and come back next game and be better.
You're speaking of learning from it. You know, actually, this was a question that Steve Popper had for Coach, which is that, what was it, Steve? It's that you win or learn. Yes, you win or learn. So what are you going to learn from this one?
You never lose. You always learn. And we're just going to take a look at the film and learn from it. And we got them again soon, so.
And just defensively, too, more specifically on that three-point shot. What is so difficult about defending this team when you've got a guy like Donovan who can break down the paint, but then they've got so many capable shooters outside?
Donovan's a great guard. He draws so much attention to himself. We have to be in the gaps when he's driving the ball. So we just do our part, and he does his part. He made great reads and got it to his shooters, and we just got to learn from it and not let it happen the next time.
All right, by the way, Mitchell had the 38 points for Cleveland, also 12 assists, a career high as Cleveland wins 121-108. We'll wrap things up after this. Wrapping up the Tri-State Audi Knicks postgame show as Cleveland beats the Knicks by the final count of 121-108, outscoring the Knicks 121, or I should say 37-15 in the fourth. Knicks and Hawks Wednesday, pregame at 7, game at 7:30. You can also stream the coverage on MSG Go. Time now to join the Rangers at Arizona in progress as we pick up the call with Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti. Thanks for watching, everybody.